Why do people want to buy a lobster as a pet? It's like wanting to adopt a tiny armored tank that is equal parts alien and sea monster. They look otherworldly, don't need to be walked, and have a reputation for outliving goldfish by tenfold. Honestly, kind of cooler than a hamster. You'd think they'd be easy to take care of. Throw them in a tank and call it a day. But lobsters are actually high maintenance. Their optimal water temperature is 40 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Room temperature? That's basically a hot tub for them, and they'll slowly check out. So, chilled aquarium setup needed, not cheap. The first pain point people hit is the tank. A regular aquarium won't cut it. You're looking at a dedicated marine tank with a chiller unit. Tanks like this can start at $500 before you even buy the lobster. That's premium coffee money multiplied by 100. Let's talk saltwater. Lobsters need the right salinity. Otherwise, they get stressed faster than me doing taxes. Standard table salt is a no-go. You need marine aquarium salt mix and a way to constantly check specific gravity, a fancy word for how salty the water is. Filtration is another headache. Lobsters are basically underwater demolition crews. They dig, rearrange rocks, and kick up debris. You need a filter system that's overpowered for the tank, or you'll end up with a murky disaster and a lobster hiding like some aquatic recluse. Diet-wise, lobsters aren't that fussy, but they do need variety. Fish, shrimp, mussels, and the occasional treat like bits of leafy greens. If you feed only pellets, you'll get a lobster with all the personality of stale bread. Plus, spoiled food leftovers boost ammonia, another thing that can wipe them out. The lobster's tank needs routine cleaning. You'll be siphoning out detritus weekly, checking ammonia, nitrite, and nitrate levels like you're running a water chemistry lab. Pro tip, invest in a test kit bundle. It pays for itself versus panicking when your lobster turns weird colors. If you think you can keep more than one lobster, guess again. Lobsters are antisocial, territorial, and basically the grumpy old neighbor who throws rocks at kids. People lose hundreds trying to keep pairs. They wake up to find it's an only child situation. Escape attempts are real. Lobsters can climb airlines, scale filters, and somehow end up on your living room floor at 2 a.m. Secure your lid twice. Some folks have even installed little lobster-proof nets. No matter what, never underestimate an invertebrate with a mission. The big question everyone asks, how long can they live? A pet lobster can stick around for 5 to 7 years easily, sometimes over a decade with a good setup. That's more commitment than most relationships in my 20s. But it's a badge of honor if you pull it off. There's also the moral debate. Some people see lobsters as just seafood with a personality, and you'll get every reaction from neat to, you're a monster. It's weirdly polarizing. Welcome to the lobster-owning underground, apparently. Ultimately, the costs and effort are way higher than most people expect. You're not just buying a lobster, you're signing up for a micro-level ocean ecosystem. If you want a pet that's passive and doesn't care if you exist, but still makes your friends do double takes, the lobster might just be your dark horse. But if you're looking for high fives, tricks, or good boy moments, save everyone the trouble and just get a dog. Owning a lobster is sort of like running a cold, salty science experiment with drama and claws. Maybe that's why I find it weirdly appealing.